Quick. I told you guys that would probably happen. Oh, it ended. Good game, guys. Good freaking game. Oh, I love that game. Look at Giant Panda. Look at Giant Panda. Yeah, the problem that I'm having is the wonderful modem provided by my ISP. Since I live in Florida, it's Bright House Networks. Their modem slash router is basically after about an hour, hour and a half, I start dropping. And it drops connection across everything, every wired and wireless connection I have. Yes, Darth Paper, I live in Florida. Volusia County. So I've been meaning to call my ISP to get them to replace the thing. I just have been lazy. I'll fully admit I'm a lazy bastard. I've been lazy and haven't done it. I need to go through and call them and say, hey, bring me out a new Ares router. Since I have my home phone through them, I need to just go ahead and drop the home phone service since I have a cell phone and I rarely use the home phone anyways. Yeah, it seems like Florida is streamer central for H&G because we got Cotton, who lives in Florida, Bridget Craggs, who lives in Florida, Paul Weezy, who lived in Florida, or still lives. I think he's in school in Georgia right now, but his house is here in Florida. Then we have the people that frequent streams, and there's about 4 or 5 of them that also live in Florida. So we have a pretty good Florida crew going on. Panda is not a streamer, and Panda does not live in Florida. Panda lives in a rainforest. Oh yeah, be fine. I've done the hard reset. That was one of the first things I did. Basically, I'm fine if I don't use up. As soon as I use up, which streaming obviously uses up, then about an hour later, it winds up killing it. And based on the way it feels when it kills it, I think it's an overheat problem. And it's not that it's in a place where it doesn't get ventilation. It gets a ton of ventilation. Fish, you live in Florida? Good. I hate Miami. Oh yeah, speaking of scopes on bolts, I need to take this piece of shit off and go back to match. See, on this guy I use just the Patron SS. On my US, I do wind up going with... Oh, I took it off because I switched to just doing the carbine for a little bit. On that guy, I do use Birdie. Simply because I do tend to do a lot of close-in combat with it. The 1903 sight, I love. I actually like the 1903's iron sight. I prefer it over the K98. DJ, it's not a router problem. I still have to have... Later, Derpy. I still have to have the modem from them, and it's their modem that's dying. That's the joy of cable in the United States. It's not true monopolies, but it's close. Hey, Bird. Alright, I gotta find somebody to host for you guys, because I'm gonna be dropping off here since my wife and son will be home soon. Let's see here. Who's streaming? Ultrafoil, are you going to be streaming, man? Because if you are, I'll toss you a host. Yeah, they gave me an all-in-one, and I tried using their router. I hooked up my own, and yeah. But because it's cable, it's not fiber, it's cable, I have to use their modem. Thanks, Cobras. Again, if you haven't checked out Deceptive Cobras, it's definitely worth checking out. And Pandas, Dope Pandas, I have Bright House Networks, not Comcast. Sorry, Bird. On my Sundays, it's pretty much 9 to 11. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and host up Cotton. If y'all don't know who Cotton Gamer is, Cotton Gamer is an H&G streamer, the very first one that got the subscribe button through H&G streaming. So I'm going to go ahead and host him up. No problem, Ultrafoil. We'll do Deceptive. I'll give you some times that I'll be available next weekend. I got to double check with the wife first. As always, happy wife, happy life. Be fine. I've been meaning to see it. I was going to see it in theaters, never did, so I got to go through and watch it. Rick was the first one on Stream.me. Cotton was the first one on Twitch. So I'm going to go ahead and host up Cotton. Tell him Fiery Pit said hi. He's a good friend of the stream. Great guy. Try and ignore chat whenever possible because he does have some trolls that tend to show up in there. But he is an overall awesome guy. So, also a Floridian. I think he lives about an hour and a half away from me. So, I hope to see you all again next weekend. I probably won't be able to do it until at earliest Friday. I might stream. Otherwise, it'll probably be next Saturday or Sunday before I stream again. So, thank you everyone who came out today, this week. I got to stream a lot this week because I had off. Oh, that reminds me. December is coming up. Starting December 18th and running through January 2nd, I have off of work. I'm going to be streaming as often as possible, except for like Christmas Day and the day after Christmas, obviously. But pretty much 18th, not so much on the 19th and 20th because it's a weekend and I spend it with the family, but 18th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 29th, 30th, possibly even the 31st. I will be streaming my ass off. So feel free to come in and check me out then. I really would appreciate it. December is almost here, be fine. Alright, I will see everyone later. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And remember, it is Sunday. What does Sunday mean? It means football. Watch some football. Later, EXO. And hi, EXO.